What is going on, guys? It's Jamie and welcome back to another video. Now, before we get into this week's vlog, guys, I just want to quickly address this. If you follow me over on Instagram, you will have seen me talking about it towards the end of last week, but for you guys here on YouTube, basically I have injured my finger quite badly at work, and this is what we are dealing with at the minute. Now, I don't want to dwell on it or talk about it too much in this week's video because I know you guys are going to be excited to get into this low bar squat session, so I'll probably go over it in a little bit more detail in my next video, just to let you guys know what is going on and where it leaves us at the minute in regards to training and everything like that. Bit of a shitter, I'm not gonna lie. But basically, when I shot this video, I knew that I wanted to film the intro for it now this weekend. It just turns out we have now got a bit of an accessory after work on Friday. But anyway, the session that we are about to hop into was my heavy squat session from the start of this week. We were getting towards the end of my second run through my 12-week powerlifting split, so things were starting to get quite heavy at this point, and a PR was on the cards in this squat session. I knew that I had to bring you guys along for this one as well because I just had a feeling that it was going to be one of those really epic workouts, and with a PR on the cards, we had to get it for the vlog. So anyway, guys, I'm not going to keep you holding on too much longer. We are going to get straight into this session. If you're excited to see this vlog, guys, make sure, well, that doesn't work very well, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. I would really appreciate it. And whilst you're at it, if you're new to the channel, or if you just haven't done so already, then hit that subscribe button as well for new videos every single week. And let's get into the session. Alright guys, so before we get into today's session, I'm going to do what I do before every single session, and that is to spend 10 or 15 minutes on some mobility work, getting a little bit warm, some stretching, so we are ready for the workout. So primarily what we're doing here, and the main focus, is really to try and open up my hips, ready for the workout, especially today as we are squatting. So we're going to be doing a lot of stretches here, trying to get those hips nice and warm, nice and stretched out so I don't feel tight once I get under the bar. I'm also going to be getting my back stretched out here, and also working a little bit on that shoulder mobility as well. Obviously today, again, as we're doing low bar, we really want a nice warm shoulder joint ready for when we get into the session. And really this kind of little mobility flow workout thing is basically the same thing that I do for every single session, just to make sure, as I said, we are nice and loose. Okay guys, so we are all warmed up now, ready to get straight into this session. As I said, a very big one on the cards today. This is our first session of week 10 of the 12-week split, so the end is in sight yet again, and that means that the numbers and the RPE and the intensity in these sessions is increasing very quickly. So this week, things are moving up towards RPE 8 and above, which means today for low bar squat we have got a top set of 2 at RPE 8, and for me that is going to be at 230 kilograms. Last week's double was 220 and it moved very well. If anything, I undershot it and it was meant to be a 7, so we're going to go for 230 for RPE 8 today, and hopefully it moves really well. I've got my sleeves on, got my lifters on, so we are ready to get underneath the bar and start shifting some weight. Making our way through these red plates, guys, through these warm-up sets. Just put our third one on for 170 kilos. About to go and hit this for a warm-up single. Moving really well today, feeling nice and recovered. Had my Sunday rest day yesterday, which was put to very good use. So we're feeling nice and full and ready for this session. One thing I just quickly wanted to talk to you guys about as I'm making my way through these warm-up sets was just a little cue that I'm thinking about whilst I'm squatting, and that is that we are trying to make every single rep look exactly the same regardless of the weight. So whether we're squatting 70 kilograms or 200 kilograms, we're trying to keep the mechanics and the technical side of the squat the exact same. Now obviously that's going to get a little bit tougher as we start to get heavier, but regardless, guys, we're still trying to nail the form and keep every single rep looking the same. So that's something that I really focus on whilst I'm warming up and during my top sets. and it's something you guys should really start thinking about as well, making sure every single rep is the exact same. So normally when I'm warming up for low bar for anything over 220 kilograms, between 170 and 220, I'll normally stop off around 200 depending on where we are working. But as we've got quite a big top set today, we're going to skip straight up to 220. We're going to miss out the 200 purely because we're trying to reserve a little bit of energy. Big top set, as I said, at 230. So reserving some energy today, and we're going straight up one more red.
That's another one for the farm.
Absolutely epic top set there, guys. Walking away with the 2 reps at 230. I think we hit the nail on the head there pretty well with the RPE. I just watched it back. The first rep flew really well, but the second rep, you know, it looked about right. For me, it's still really early on with the whole powerlifting thing, so I'm still getting used to figuring out the RPE and everything like that. And one thing I've been trying to do as of late, especially with squats, is not to undershoot my squats too much, because I always watch them back and they looked a lot easier than they felt. So yeah, as I said, I think we've done pretty well there, and I'm very happy with that. I'm pretty sure that is an all-time PR for a double anyway. Very good, really, really happy. But anyway, we've got 5 back off sets to get now, guys. All of them are doubles. One of them is a bit lighter at 215, and then we've got 4 lighter ones at 205. Let's get through them. Guys, so we're making our way through these back off sets here. We're working at 205 kilograms here for 4 doubles, but after the 230 and the 215, these are going to be feeling quite heavy, but hopefully they're going to be feeling really solid as well. And as they're only doubles, this is a really good time to just focus on those mechanics of this squat again. Just make sure every rep is looking really clean and as it should be. So we've got 2 more to go, guys, and then we're going to move on to close grip bench. So guys, we're going to be moving on from low bar squat to our second movement of this workout, which today in this session is going to be my secondary bench exercise, which for this block is close grip bench. Nothing crazy today. We've got a top set of 4, which is going to be 115 kilos, and then we've got 4 sets of 6 backing off, which is going to be, I think, at 105 today. So this secondary bench work obviously isn't as heavy as my primary bench work, just a regular flat bench, but the meaning here is really going to be to try and continue building that strength and the thickness in the tricep. Obviously, as we're close grip, a little more tricep engagement there, and these kind of low volume heavy sets should really, really help to do so. So we're up to 115 now. This is going to be the top set, as I said, 4 reps. So guys, as you can see, I'm just finishing up here with my close grip back off sets, and that is going to bring us to the end of this week's video. Guys, I really, really hope that you enjoyed this one. This session was an absolutely awesome one, obviously getting that squat PR there with the double. Looking back at it now from an editing perspective, it makes me a little bit sad, because in terms of actual training session vlogs, this is probably going to be the last one for at least a few weeks, depending on how long this takes to heal up. The plan is, once it does start to heal, is to get back to some sort of adapted training until it heals like completely. But at the minute, it's definitely, training is like a no-go for a couple of weeks. Obviously at the minute, very limited and restricted use of my left hand. There will be a lack of training vlogs, at least for the next couple of weeks. So I apologize for that, guys, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me, guys. I would really appreciate it. And if you feel like it, leave me a comment in the comment section, guys. Any feedback on the video or anything like that, I would appreciate as well. If you are new to the channel, or if you just haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well for brand new videos every single week. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.